Do you want some more leads before the end of the year and you're in real estate? Okay, let's go. The first thing I recommend that you do is create a fall market update. Now, sure you're probably doing this in some regard. I see lots of fall market updates, but how can you do this differently and actually differentiate yourself? Well, first of all, I want you to share the stats and information, but I also want you to lean into like, what does it really mean? Because I'm going to tell you right now, as an average person, as a lay person, like I feel those numbers sometimes and my eyes glaze over. So tell me in real language, what does that actually mean? Maybe you bring out a story of a client you've worked with recently and what that means. Maybe you think of an example of how you can really showcase what those numbers mean. So lean into it. Don't just grab someone's market update and be like, yeah, here's that market update. I want to hear from you. And this is where I think is a big differentiator right now in social media and content. Gone are the days of just like, yeah, here's a market update, read it over. There you go. Contact me for more information. No, I want to hear from you. Create a great market update. You might get one from your broker or your MLS or association. Awesome. And if you're getting data from ChatGPT or AI, please double check your data. And again, lean into what that means for you and your market and be really specific. Don't just say, hey, fall market update. Make sure you're saying what city, what neighborhood, be super specific. The other thing with that is blast it out in a lot of different ways. That fall market update, it's a great email newsletter. It's a great newsletter to also share to your LinkedIn. It also could be a great video or video series. Heck, you could have that email newsletter and do a little green screen where you've got it behind you and you're talking to what's going on in the market. You can take that same content and turn that into a carousel post, maybe through Canva. One piece of content, repurpose into a lot of different ways. And again, lean into it being really specific on your market area. That's number one. Number two, share home tips and prep ideas for the fall. But again, be really specific and think about what your average customer is thinking right now. Should I put my home on the market before the fall? Should I actually try to buy, or should I put my home on the market before the end of the year? During the holidays, like what about Christmas decorations or Halloween decorations? Like, how do I deal with that? What about if there's snow on the ground, or are people really going to be wanting to buy or sell a house if like it's raining? Those are real concerns. And often consumers are saying it exactly like that. So address those concerns, address the elephant in the room, because that's what a lot of people are thinking at the end of the year. Okay. So this is an opportunity. I always say create some evergreen or timeless content, and there's still a place for that. Don't get me wrong, right? Commonly asked questions, things you get asked all the time. But there's also certain times of the year that you want to really lean in to what is happening right now, something really timely. And this is really timely. So putting out content very specific. Hey, are you thinking of moving to such and such area, before the end of the year, and you're worried about the 6 inches of snow on the ground, or you're worried about all your Christmas decorations? Like, let's talk about that, right? And so bringing that energy, that's going to help tremendously. And then making sure that you've got a call to action with all that content that says, hey, by the way, if you do need to buy or sell before the end of the year, let's talk. I'm happy to chat with you, right? And so asking for that business is key. Okay, let's get into the next one. Number three, for getting business before the end of the year, and it is spotlighting local businesses, especially small mom and pops. So many local businesses do the majority of their business. They get the biggest part of their revenue in the last 2 or 3 months out of the year. So I want you to brainstorm, who do you love to work with in your local area? Not just your lenders and stagers, which they're awesome also, but what about your favorite hair salon, your favorite toy store, your favorite local boutique, your favorite bagel shop? I want you to think of your small mom and pops. And I want you to reach out to some of those folks and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm a local realtor, and I am highlighting 5 of my favorite businesses before the end of the year. We don't want to make more work for them. They have more work to do. So you're going to highlight them. You're going to shine the light on them. And here's the thing. When you create a great piece of content, it is not about you. It is about another business, of why you love them, why you recommend them. 9 times out of 10, they're going to share that. They're going to appreciate it. And then you've built a great relationship with that manager or that business owner. So it definitely makes a huge difference. And it's a great way to attract business, especially towards the end of the year. People are looking to support local businesses. This is a great opportunity. Those are a couple quick ideas. If you are looking to jumpstart your fall business, get some leads before the end of the year, that's what I'd recommend. Let me know what you think. What are some things that you are doing to jumpstart your business at the end of the year? Comment below. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button. You guys know the drill. All right. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.